you're not going to stop someone from being a voyeur. You're not going to stop someone from being a freak or a pervert. At the end of the day, what they're doing is putting a situation in play where now here's a state document that is going to now give up your address, your name. There's going to be a relationship between what you're viewing and how long you're viewing it. And at some point, that data is going to go somewhere. Now, the question is it going to be the state that exploits that, or will it be the porn industry that exploits that, or a combination thereof? If you want to have your kid not watch porn, be a better parent. If you want to make sure that adults can do what adults do, mind your business and have some discretion, because you can just go rent a tape. You don't have to go there, and they have all of these little businesses.
The hell you been, Dr. Young? Where you gonna rent a tape?
Well, you know what I mean. What I'm saying by that is they have all these businesses
right.
where you can go and buy media, a digital file. I don't care if it's on a disc, if it's on a CD, if it's on a jump drive. Same thing, same content. You're not going to stop this by putting some process in play, especially one that involves the state. Now that you've involved the state in something that's your bedroom and something that's private, the goal that they're using in the political arena is to say, we're protecting children. No, what you're doing is getting yourself a talking platform while you're putting a whole lot of people in a precarious position, and we don't know what happens when that Pandora's box gets opened.
In various videos, we had discussions on the age verification laws, on how this will not work. There have been many different laws that are being pushed in multiple states right now. Louisiana is one of the big ones at the moment, and looks like there will be a challenge to it from the Free Speech Coalition. Which is a good thing, because basically, technically, it is violating the Constitution in various reasons on there. And also, we're going to put also to you a playlist out if you need to catch up on the age verification. We're going to put that together for you. That should be up hopefully in the next couple of days. Once you see this video, we'll have that all ready for you. Because there's a lot to get into this. But before we start, I just wanted to take this moment to thank all of you for clicking on this video. If you haven't yet, hit that like, share this video with friends, family, enemies, and hopefully today I've earned your subscription. And for those of you already subscribed, please make sure you are still subscribed, as YouTube tends to remove subscriptions from time to time. And remember, if you wish to help support this channel, there are several links in the description below, including a merch shop with new anime-themed shirts and mugs now available. Once again, thank you for your support, and make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure you receive all our notifications on QTCast TV and all of our programming across all of our social media platforms. Thank you once again. From XBiz, FSC files legal challenge to Louisiana age verification law. Now, first, before we get into this, I am not a lawyer, scholar, or anything of that nature. I just try to educate myself on what is going on the legal processes of this. But if you need to look this up, on this particular XBiz report, at the bottom there, if you click on it, it will take you to the actual PDF to the legal challenge itself, and you can read into it. And there's a lot of pages into it, and it's very detailed for this. But we're going to read into the article itself. Free Speech Coalition has filed a legal challenge in Louisiana over the state age verification laws. The Louisiana law gives the state the power to find sites with adult content. Understand, listen to that, adult content. They don't say porn, adult content. up to $5,000 per day, which the trade organization argues is a direct violation of the First Amendment. As XBiz reported, the FSC filed a similar suit against the state of Utah in May, which we have a very interesting story coming up on that on Utah itself. The rest of the statement announcement lawsuit follows. Joining a free speech coalition in the filing, the challenge are Elizabeth Hansen, a military veteran, a spouse of an active duty Coast Guard member residing in Silldale, Andrea, and I'm sorry if I mispronounce this, Barkea, founder of the sex education site an old school journalist, educator, and content creator Charwin Rin Pefure, and fans of Just for Fans. The parties are represented by Jeffrey Sandman of Webb Daniel Freelander LLP and D. Gil Serpleen of the law offices of D. Gil Serpleen. These laws give the state the power to harass and censor legal businesses, says Allison Bowden, executive director of the Free Speech Coalition. We, of course, support keeping minors from accessing adult content, but allowing the states to suppress certain speech by requiring invasive and burdensome systems that consumers refuse to engage with is simply state censorship. Several states has passed laws requiring sites with substantial amounts of material harmful to minors to check user government IDs or other age and identification verification information in order to access content. But consumers have reluctantly to do so, with more than 90% of the users abandoning sites that comply with such laws. Last year, Louisiana passed a law allowing for a private right of action against adult sites without such age verification for consumers, and other states following suit. In June, Governor John Bell Edwards signed a new law give the government the power to fine sites directly as much as $1 million per year. First Amendment protects our rights to freely access legal content and ideas without government interference, says Jeff Sandlin, a New Orleans-based counsel for the Free Speech Coalition. We are fighting not only for adult businesses, but for the right of legal adults to use the internet without government surveillance. Showing your ID is in a checkout lane is simply not the same as submitting it to a government database. For decades, our industry has voluntarily and enthusiastically worked with filters that allow parents and others to easily block these sites, says Bowden. Those who wish to can do easily, and the Supreme Court has ruled that this is preferable to government mandate censorship. We are again asking the courts to reject these unreasonable and dangerous restrictions on a free internet. And this is correct. Once again, like I said, the complaint, you can find it on XBiz itself. It'll lead you directly to it. And the thing is that this is what we have been screaming about on this channel. Constantly, these states are passing these laws, and the people behind this are the same people. NOSC, which is morality, aka Morality in Media, the Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or the Mormon religion, you could, however you want to put that, certain radical Catholic groups that have been fighting for this for quite some time, and they just want to rewrite the rules or take us back, move the clock back prior to the Miller's test. There are some politicians out there that want to eliminate the Miller's test, but then that'll take us back to the point where they were arresting people like George Carlin and Lenny Bruce back in the day because people found the jokes they were making very offensive. It redefines what you consider obscene as far as that. And this was something that was going on for many years prior to the Miller's test. People need to realize if you don't want to watch something, you're not forced to watch these things. And you say, well, we have to, what about the children? What about the children?
Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Well, it's up to the parents. It's the parents' right to protect their children. The government cannot step in and says, well, we're going to block this site and this site and this site because there's stuff on there that children shouldn't see. Okay? And like I said before, porn is just an excuse. They always keep writing adult content, adult content. Can you give me an explanation for adult content? And people are changing the definition online. But adult content is content that is made for adults. You could say that for an PG film, an R-rated movie, an X-rated movie. You could say that on certain books, certain comic books, manga, anime, all of that, all of the above there. And the thing about it is that this is the excuse they want to take to stranglehold the First Amendment. And that is wrong. And this comes from both sides. This is, people said, well, you're this right winger. No, this is coming from both sides of the fucking aisle. Understand this. There are radicals on both ends, and this is what they are doing. Like I said, we have an article coming in, and this is the scary part of the situation. China has gotten involved in this situation because they've buddied up with guess who? The Mormon religion. And we got a report coming out on that this week from the AP that they've been investigating this for quite some time now. Yes, that's right. China has involved themselves with basically the Mormons to try to push out regulations that will be beneficial to China. Scary at that point. But let's hope this Louisiana law is one of many laws that just gets wiped out, even if we have to go all the way to the Supreme Court, which that is most likely will happen. So tell me in the comments below your thoughts about this. I want to hear from you to the situation. And I know some of you like, BitChute. I always get the constant comments like, oh, porn is evil. Da, da, da. I understand. Nobody's telling you to watch it. But what we are discussing is not only just pornography. It is whatever you consider adult content. Because that's what they're going to ban. Adult content sites. When you get to the point where you can't even watch anything, it's that old joke. Was it on Mad TV? Where they said The Sopranos on broadcast television, and it only lasted a minute because basically of all the language that is in the episode, the language and violence in the episode. That's where it's going to end up if we don't stop this now. So tell me in the comments your thoughts about this. Share this video, hit the notification bell, and hopefully today is the day that I've earned your subscription. So once again, thank you for checking this video out. We have another video today, so check it out later on today or earlier today, depending on when we put this up. Once again, thank you for clicking on it, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye now.